Welcome to episode 4 of Do One Thing Social, where each week I help you tackle one branding or marketing strategy to get you closer to meeting your goals of using social media to connect, to stand out, to build relationships with your ideal clients, and sell online. I'm your host of Do One Thing Social. My name is Lisa McKenzie, and I am the founder of Mackenzie Moxie Media, where I work with entrepreneurs and authors, and also the founder of Blissonomics, where we help you discover, define, and monetize your purpose through courses and masterminds. Well, today I want to talk to you about branding, and specifically your brand. And when I start working with a new client, one of the first steps that we take is helping them define their brand story. And we do that through a 4-point blueprint where we look at voice, visuals, offer, and differentiator. Now, because this is Do One Thing Social, we are going to tackle one of those points. In the following episodes, we're going to look at vision, visuals, offer, and differentiator. So I've prepared a worksheet for you to follow along that you can download in the comments below. Let me head over to this worksheet. Okay, so today we are going to tackle voice. Now, what do I mean by voice? We want to create an attractive brand, right? But not an attractive brand as in a pretty brand. We want to attract your ideal client with this brand. And the best way to tell your brand story is to get super clear on what your voice is. Your voice is your creative or your professional tone. It's your personality. It's your style. It's what gets there and describes you at 3 o'clock in the morning when people can't reach you and want to get a feel of who you are, especially if you're a personal brand. So one of the ways I want you to do this exercise, I want you to come at it in 2 ways. Number 1 is I want you to think about what that brand personality is. So are you a serious brand? Do you have a serious tone? Are you funny like Old Spice? Are you inviting like Starbucks? Are you community driven like Lululemon? Or maybe you're motivating like SoulCycle? Maybe more inclusive like The Ellen Show, or exclusive like Mercedes-Benz. So the first time you do this exercise, I want you to come at it from just a brainstorming point. I want you to throw a whole bunch of adjectives that you believe define your brand personality. Don't edit yourself, just throw them all on a piece of paper. The next time you do this exercise, immediately following the first time, I want you to think about how you would train someone if they were to create your social media posts. What 5 to 8 words would you use if you were going to define your brand? Give them some guidance as to, we're not yet at the visuals, but even with your brand personality, your attitude, your values, and your beliefs, those words that you choose are going to help them not only write the content, but also to choose the visuals. And I say train someone, and it doesn't mean that you necessarily have to train someone or hire someone to do your social media posts, but you need some guidance. And if you can communicate that to someone else, and if you can lay that out in a very clear fashion, it's going to be so much easier, believe me, so much easier for you to write your social media communications, your sales pages, your lead magnets, anything that you're creating to tell your brand story. So if we look at Blissonomics, one of the ways, or many of the ways that we describe Blissonomics in our voice is we're transparent, we're authentic, we're also very direct and motivational, we're supportive, we're experienced, and we have an expertise in social branding, social marketing, and social influence. So step 1, brainstorm, just think about it. And it might be the brand that you're creating, might be the brand that you're in right now. It might be a rebrand that you're preparing for, or a brand voice that you want to aspire to. So just throw all those words on a piece of paper. And then step 2 is, how do you choose the top 5 or 8 words that represent your brand? Now, whether you're watching live or you're watching the recording, please write In the comments, tell me where you're watching from, give me any feedback, ask me any questions, and I would love to hear your brand voice and the words that you use to describe your voice and your brand story. So important, because people don't care what you do, they care about your why, and they care about your story and why you're doing what you're doing. So in the next episodes of Do One Thing Social, we are going to tackle visuals, offer, and differentiator. Remember that education is essential, but executing is everything. So the reason why Do One Thing Social exists is so that you at least tackle one thing a week and not just sit here and watch my video, but take pen to paper during or after and come back and share your feedback. Thank you very much. My name is Lisa McKenzie, and I will see you on the next episode of Do One Thing Social. Thank you.